And it's live. It's live, live, live. I can never tell if the microphone is picking up. I hate this so bad. Are you kidding me? Hello? There it is. It's working. Man, I tell you what, I don't know. I hate this. I hate it. Anyway, tonight, vice presidential debates. Wow. So, Kamala is a weirdo. I mean, she couldn't stay the character she wanted to portray. She couldn't keep it up. The mask. She I can't type and talk at the same time. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm just here trying to put a title on this thing. Anyway, no, Kamala. There we go. Do this. Kamala can't wear a mask. Isn't that sad? I had to talk that out and everything. You just see me 9 times out of 10. I gotta bite my tongue while I tie my shoes. I have a Labrador puppy I got let in my room here. Oh gosh. Come on. Tell you what, broadcasting out mom's basement isn't what it used to be. It used to mean meatloaf. And sending girls home that you picked up at a funeral or a wedding or, the auction for the animal shelter. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, geez. So, Kamala, I just didn't like it. I didn't like her whole style. She was like very. It was what was it? Excuse me. I'm talking. Such a Karen. That was it. She just came across as a Karen. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. And then when asked like a question, she just it's not bad to stop and step back and think about something, right? But when she was asked a question, it was like I don't know, she like tried to deflect. It was weird. It was just very weird when she didn't know how to answer something properly. It's like she tried to like just I don't know, like bounce it around until she ran out of time. Which, by the way, I just saw. I love it. She got. Where did that go? Uh, she got like 30 seconds more than Pence, or Pence got 30 seconds more than her. That's it. But they're going to come out that it was like all this whole, Pence was rude and overtook everything. No, it's like a 20 or 30-second difference. And I mean, honestly, it's just, I think that's how commanding Pence is. I mean, that guy is so cool as a cucumber. Of course, he's not ever going to get sick or anything because he's like, he may be part baby Jesus. I mean, he's that, just, I don't know, just awesome. Just chilled out. Nothing bothers him. Everything is, just rolls off his back. He's just, I don't know. I got a lot more respect for him than I ever had before. I see why Trump picked him. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else cool. Oh, I'll tell you the thing. So, Kamala. Oh my gosh, did she ever screw up when it's like the question was, will you pack the court? And Pence kept asking her, she wouldn't answer it. She would not answer it. And I also think it's funny that they asked tonight, like, about the peaceful transfer of power. Like, this is a big deal to them now all of a sudden. And, Hillary, she went nuts about Joe Biden. Don't you dare concede, all this other stuff. And then tonight they're trying to make it like this issue that, it's very crafted. The answers on Twitter are very crafted. They've been vetted and they've been created by a political consortium. But this is just, it's stupid. Kamala got the first answer and she would not answer. She wouldn't answer what to do or anything else. The correct answer would have been like, surely, there's going to be a peaceful transfer of power. Nobody wants to think in this conspiracy theory terms. And then you say, like with Trump, Pence got it right again when he said, well, first of all, we're going to win. That is the way to do it. And then he brought up about Hillary and stuff. It's a childish question. When you get answers that are divisive or just weird, maybe it's like, I don't know. You look at the answers, you look at the question, you go, what? It's not a good question. So what was the other one? The one about stacking the court? Man, golly, Kamala just failed at that. Oh, fracking. Oh my gosh, that was the best. James Woods, during the debate, got the video of her on CNN saying, well, I'm for banning fracking. And then tonight she's sitting there going, the Biden-Harris administration would never ban fracking. Dude, hello. I mean, okay, what changed? Yeah, you're allowed to change your opinion, but what changed? And also, let's put it like this. It shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be just, willy-nilly changing your opinions. This is what people don't understand why Trump won. Trump won because he sees something as right or wrong. And if he decides it's right, then to him it's right. It can be wrong to you. But at least he's truthful to his understandings. And by the way, I think this dog just took my slippers and is not bringing them to me. I think he snuck behind the bed and is eating them up. I swear, I love house shoes. I always have. Like, little kid, man. I thought these are great. You come inside, you're putting on something with fur on the inside on your bare foot. I mean, it's awesome. Hang on a second. Hey, dude. No, you can't do that. There's duct tape on here from the last dog. No. I have to tape my shoes together because of dogs. No, sir. You're not on. You're not talking. What you think about Kamala Harris? Oh, really? Yep. He did not approve. He says he likes golden retrievers. She's more of a pound puppy. I cannot believe the dog said that. Can you? I don't know. It was let's see here. I don't even want to think about the oh, excuse me. I just see, hey, if you haven't looked at Catch 'em All Fishing, you really need to. This dude is like down in Florida and I don't know what his deal is. Like, he just fishes all the time. Like, I saw him because he was doing doing bow fishing, which I think is like the wildest thing in the world. I think that's got to take some mad skill because you got to be. Does it take skill, bud? No, we're not. We're not talking about that. What? No, sir. That's not what we're talking about right now. You can't eat it. Everything is about the next meal with him. He's talking about fishing. I guess he got hungry. I don't even know where he would know about fish. Anyway, this dude, bow fishing is an amazing skill. Just an amazing skill. And it's kind of cool because it's kind of like shooting and fishing in the same thing. So anyway, he's got on here this video put up 6 hours ago. Jaws massive shark in shallow water. Dude, like, what are you talking about, man? Like, These ought to be like videos of why not to go to Florida. Oh my gosh, there's like this old dude in the water too. This guy's like just smiling. He probably wants to be eaten. He's like, shark gets me. He doesn't know what he's in for. Um. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to think about Kamala Harris. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Could you imagine if you woke up, you looked over, and Kamala Harris was laying there? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's the definition of a coyote date. Oh my gosh. Like, that's why you do yoga. So you can get your mouth over there just to chew your arm off. Dude, I'm not going to have a chair by the time this dog's done with it. All right, there you go. Somehow there's one of those Kongs underneath the wheels. Maybe that's why it's barking at me. Oh well. Yeah, it's just, it's sad. The elections are just now getting good, and I'm gonna miss this when it's over. You know, I mean, it's just now getting fun. So I don't know what's going on. Yesterday, I'm still having it. I hate thinking about this, and you know what I hate? I hate how everything like has to have a reflection, has to have a meaning to people nowadays. Anyway, King Eddie Van Halen, passed away of throat cancer. I didn't even know he had it. That's why Trump always says, "Don't smoke, don't drink, don't do drugs." If you can't make it to church on Sunday, then you're having too big of whatever you're doing. You need to slow down. Got on and made it to church half time on Sunday. Because nobody goes now. Sorry, I'm enjoying my Dr. Pepper. But yeah, so Eddie, golly, man. Like, I was listening to some dude today on the radio. He's talking about like he was more like his high school experience. Okay, look, first of all, high school does not make music your experience. All right. I mean, that is so aggravating to me. Hang on a second. I don't know what this dog wants. Go up here. You want up here? You up here, buddy? Huh? You up here? So, high school, it doesn't make that your experience. It doesn't make music your experience or anything. It's music is good or it isn't. Hey, stop. You are hyper. It is 1 a.m. You're hyper. Stop it. Come here. You want up here? Come on. Oh my gosh. Hey, stop. All right. I'm going to get you. All right, then you're going outside. Bye. Oh my goodness gracious. So, Eddie Van Halen was talking about music. So this DJ, whatever, talk show guy was like, "Oh well, who's that band?" He said, Dave Matthews. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what Dave Matthews does. I mean, it's anyway. He was like, I was more Dave Matthews and Pearl Jam, and it's like, whoa, dude. Okay, so you never heard Hot for Teacher? You never heard Ice Cream Man? You never heard Everybody Wants Some? I mean, these are like some like you just hear these things. I remember me. It was it was Van Halen 1, and I got on. I don't even know what made the whole idea about buying this album, but I was in a band, high school. Music did not define me because, or I'd have had just a crappy ass taste. I mean, Van Halen 1 came out before I was born. And uh I'm I hit play, and I think it's "Run with the Devil's" the first song, and which I've got something about that too. That whole album's just amazing. But anyways, "Run with the Devil," and then after that, it goes into "Eruption." And then "Eruption" goes immediately straight into "Girl, You Really Got Me Going." Now, I had heard "Girl, You Got Me Going," but they never played "Eruption" beforehand with it. Now it's like, if you ever heard that on the radio, geez, I don't even listen to the radio anymore. I don't know. But then it was like, for a while, it became like that was the thing, dude. It was "Eruption" went into "Girl, You Really Got Me." So I heard "Eruption," which is it's that all guitar part, it's just Eddie. I remember my buddy was there, who was in the band with me, and I looked at him and I was like, dude, that keyboards? Because we hated keyboards. God, I still do. I hate that whole fake synth sound. Um. Anyway, I was like, dude, that's got to be keyboards, right? And it's not. It's pure Eddie Van Halen guitar. I've always tried to mimic that sound. Never was able to find out. I mean, Eddie went. I forgot what guitars he used to have, but then he went to Peavey for a long time, and still like Peavey, you couldn't get that sound. It was just the way Eddie's fingers touched the strings made their own sound. And I remember, God, I was like, as soon as it was over, like I had to play it again. I'm like, that can't be right. Like I can't remember. I just kept playing "Eruption" over and over and over again. I was just so blown away. And so then you get into Van Halen, and of course Sammy Hagar, when he came on board, it's just like it sucked. I was like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. And because there's so many stories about why Van Halen broke up and everything, but uh, how they got together is the greatest. So Eddie and Alex Van Halen, their dad. Let's see if I had this right. Like their dad was like um, a maestro, an orchestra, right? I don't know. Anyway, it was that orchestra music, and they got like, I forget what Alex did. I know Eddie though. The thing was about taught him how to play violin. Like he was supposed to, playing the violin on time. And he took what he learned from playing violin and applied that to guitar. Well, I mean, it's the same thing, right? And to think that like nobody ever thought about what came to be called tapping, just going up and down the strings, just hitting notes, just run the scales, with 2 fingers or 3 fingers or something. It's just like it's unbelievable now. Think about it. Nobody does it anymore either. That's what sucks. I mean, if you don't have a good solo somewhere with some tapping in it, I would just feel like you're just missing out on something here. But anyway, Eddie, when he would play, when they would play in bars in Hollywood and LA and stuff. Oh, excuse me, man. I got the yawns. God, that just sounds awesome on a cast like this, doesn't it? Anyway, when they would play, Eddie would turn his back to the crowd when he would start to do a solo because he didn't want anybody stealing his sound. Smart guy. Like their whole existence was it was such a great business idea. The only one that was like the people that perfected music was Kiss. They were such businessmen. They just took to it like it was a business, and that's how you got to. I mean, it's great. But anyway, and speaking of, it was Gene Simmons that discovered Van Halen. And then Eddie and Alex, of course, they grew up together and they started playing. I forget how they met Mike Anthony. Maybe David knew Mike Anthony, the bass player. But anyways, like they put an ad out or something, looking for a singer. And the way that David Lee Roth got the job, his dad was a surgeon and he was rich. And so David shows up, he's got all this new equipment. and had everything they needed to be able to play live, that night. And so they're like, "All right, dude, you're hired." I mean, that's just awesome, right? And then, of course, there's always problems with him. They always fought back and forth. But Eddie was a David Lee Roth is like the I don't know, the quintessential idea of a lead singer. He's the front man. He's cool. He's going out there doing the cool thing. And then like Eddie was like the recluse guitar guy. You ever been to a party where like a dude pulls out an acoustic guitar and you're like, oh dear God. Oh, hey, actually, yeah, Animal House, exactly like that. Like that's like Eddie is. He's sitting there on the stairs saying, "I gave my love a cherry." It's so stupid. So, David, Valerie Bertinelli, she was on, what was that show? God, they redid it. One Day at a Time. Is that it? Something like that. I don't know. I've always known her. I've always had a thing for brunettes. Yeah, about any famous brunette. Of course, the best is Katharine Hepburn. Right? Yeah, Katharine Hepburn. Breakfast at Tiffany's. God, I'm messing myself up. Anyway, enough about that. Back to Eddie. So Valerie Bertinelli, she comes in, went to see him in concert. She goes backstage. And David Lee Roth is just like, "Hey, I'm David Lee Roth." And just like trying to be all cool and everything. And this is the stuff that works when you're in a band. And she was like, "Dude, you're kind of a dork, When was the last time you had a bath?" One of those things. And Eddie was sitting there after a show, still playing guitar. And he thought that was funny, how she like completely blew him off. And so like he goes up to her like, "Hey, you want to get out of here?" And it's like, well, she's like, it was like, why did they get together? Whatnot? And Eddie said that he loved that she blew off David Lee Roth. Like, he was like, most chicks just like, because of course, as soon as they walked in, he's hitting on them. And Eddie, like, every other chick went for him. So this chick was like, "I'm having nothing to do with you." And so anyway, they got married. But fast forward, past their divorce and everything else. After you had the Van Hagar breakup and stuff, like Eddie he broke a hip, and it was like, I forget, man, when it was. Anyway, he said it was from alcoholism, from drinking so much that his bones became brittle and were deteriorating. And that just blew my mind. I was like, "Oh, geez, dude." So I thought, he quit drinking and everything. And you'd think, if you're going to do that, you'd go ahead and give up smoking, that's for sure. But no, man, evidently he smoked till he got cancer. And it's just sad. It's just sad. You see these guys, it's like the more talent they have, the worse they are at life. Who's the guy from Stone Temple Pilots and Velvet Revolver? Scott Whalen. He died with a heroin needle sticking in his arm, and he had rehabbed 3 or 4 times. I don't know, maybe not 3 or 4 times, but just a bunch. And it's like, what are you guys doing? I don't know what it is that your problem is, but here's the thing, Eddie. I'm kind of pissed, man. I'm kind of pissed that you're dead. It upsets me. I mean, one of those that you just wanted to see. Eddie's one of those players where it's like, if you could talk to somebody You could talk to him, we'll say, and get him to do something. I'd be like, Eddie, I want to hear you do a blues album. Like, that'd be cool. Or, you know, Eddie, what's geez, I don't know, man. I was like, hell, I'd make fun of him. I'd be like, Eddie, all songs are just three chords and some lyrics, right? Anyway, I don't know. It sucks. Dude, it sucks. You look and you think he could do it all. He had everything. He goes, but God willing, I'm gonna be waking up in the morning. He ain't. Son of a gun. God, man, heroes, right? They always know how to let you down. Shouldn't have heroes, except for Batman, because Batman will already tell you, I'm not a hero. I love that. And that's why we, as Americans, we love the anti-hero. We're the people that want to be left alone. Leave me alone in stately Bruce Manor. But no, you had to come and drag me into it. Oh well. Yeah, Eddie. And this is the other thing on the radio. They kept talking about Wolfgang. And I'm like, isn't like Wolfgang, like, or maybe Wolfgang will carry on the family legacy. I'm like, what? Like, that's not how this works. You don't get a replacement. It's like, yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. really replaced his dad, right? And I never saw that shark on this Catch 'em All Fishing, and that episode's off. That upsets me. I think I got clickbaited. Anyway, so his like all the Wolfgang, and I was sitting here going, he's not going to replace him. I was like, and I think he replaced like Michael Anthony. For some reason, Michael Anthony finally left the band. Just Alex and Eddie just are they're a handful. Uh, Golly, I forget, man. There's a what was it? Was it not Sammy Hagar? I forget what happened. He talked about one time about how he found out he got kicked out for was it Nuno Betancourt? No, that was a guitar player for what was that band? More than words for I don't know. I can't sing. I can't dance. I don't know the words of it, but it was more than words. I think was the song, and that singer he replaced uh, Sammy Hagar for like a minute. God, he was horrible. It was horrible. Really, it's like being a Van Halen fan. Just like how bad are they gonna screw up stuff you like next? Now I really am pissed at Eddie. Eddie was like with that black and red and white guitar. Like that when he got rid of that, I think he got stolen. Actually, I think it was stolen, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, when that went away, his uh, I don't know, he lost his mind or something. That's when they got rid of David and everything. So, oh well, just I don't know, man. Don't let it happen to you. So anyway, so we got Kamala Harris. She sucks. Eddie Van Halen's dead. That sucks. Oh, the ATF. Somebody's got some ATF's going after certain kind of guns. They're redefining how they define them. That sucks. Um, that was weird. I'm sitting here scrolling through on my Xbox, and it just popped up. Stop listening. That's weird. I don't have it. I don't have the speakers on for it, and it's listening to me. So At least I got the camera covered up on it, right? Holy cow. The lights on and everything. This thing has just become self-aware. I've got one of those Connect cameras. I hope y'all can hear me. And it's staring at me right now. I don't know why. Because it's not, I mean, it's plugged in. But I never calibrated, I never set it up. Since I moved. Oh, this is weird. You know, people talk about like being looked at through these cameras. And I'm always like, I'm gonna be naked because I'm like pretty much a nudist. Uh, how does this thing on? I see. I'm going to settings. Whoa. No, we're gonna turn that off. Wow, that was weird. It showed the tape. Like I had covered it up. Let's see. Sign in automatically. Oh, I didn't know that Connect can now sign in automatically when it sees you. Does that mean it turns on? I don't think I ever signed up for that, did I? Then my Xbox got real quiet all of a sudden. I've noticed it's been loud. This thing's been watching me for a while. It's become self-aware. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm sure I say bad things. You know what I like to do? So you put it on like a Quentin Tarantino movie. I love Pulp Fiction. And then you activate whatever it is, that microphone that's listening to all your stuff. And so then it plays like Quentin Tarantino movies, saying all these like awful like cussing and racist stuff and everything else. So that way I figure it just messes up the algorithm. Wow, that was so weird though. I don't know how that thing turned on. I don't know how it took over. But I'm telling you what, my Xbox is so much more quiet now. Oh wow, it's crazy. I mean, it's like it just became normal. Oh, dude. So it's the ghost of Eddie Van Halen. Isn't it weird that Eddie Van Halen died right after Bill and Ted 3 came out? I'm glad he got to see it. That was the last movie Eddie saw was Bill and Ted, uh, Excellent Adventure. Wow. Let's see here. I'm gonna go through the riots, see if there's anything good there. Oh, Minneapolis is getting good. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sign out of this. I'm gonna sign back in to cover the rioting. Those people are idiots. I mean, it's like surely you got something else to do. You know, people just need to get laid. That's the problem. If everybody got laid, they'd be better. They'd be happier. And I don't know why I keep seeing Amy Schumer. Is that her name? And it says she's like getting naked for Hollywood and Biden. Nobody needs that. She just keep all that not naked. Yeah, that's just wrong. Let's see here. Oh well, that's it, man. It sucks. I keep seeing stuff on the debate tonight, and I mean, God, just her, Kamala's facial expressions are just awful. She is Karen. She's the rise of Karen. Oh, gross. Gross. What can I do to wash this out of my mouth? I You know, it's Batman. Oh, speaking of new Batman movie, it's like, dude, this if this stuff comes out being true, this Patterson guy, like, he sucks. I mean, he just sucks. Like, look, if I got to be had the chance to be Batman, I would be in freaking phenomenal shape in a hurry. But this guy, he's like, evidently, like they faked him having corona because he was too out of shape to put on the bat suit. Isn't that crazy? What an ass. Like, you will respect Batman. I'm really at this point, I'm at we need to uh Ben Affleck. He did a damn good job as Batman. And we need to have an older Batman. I think just need, that's never really been explored. We need to stop showing what's his name? What's Bruce's dad's name? Thomas. Thomas and Martha Wayne need to stop dying. Every freaking Batman. It's the same damn thing. It's like, if you don't know that they've been viciously murdered in front of him and that caused his existence, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that rock, like, he shouldn't play underneath heavy rocks, okay? Just stupid. Anyway, all right, I think I'm gonna get out. But if anyone hears this, it's segment room on the left. Be good to yourself. Tip the waiter and try the veal. All right. Peace, love, and dope, y'all.